Hey everyone, 6 Degree here. I was actually gonna do an update. Now you know I'm doing the Cardinal Sin, got an Apple Watch on with the Google. But hey, before we get started, go on and click subscribe if you don't mind. Let's promote this channel, let's keep going. But I wanted to talk about the Google Pixel and did I move to it? Did I not? Probably wear an Apple Watch. Maybe you're already determining it. Maybe I'm just messing with you. I don't know what's going on right now. But this phone is awesome. I will say there's a couple of cool things about the phone, the spam blocker, the text blocking, there's an email popping up. The camera's great. The 48 megapixel selfie camera sometimes struggle, especially at night, especially if you're doing face unlock. Try to take when it's dark out there, look at it. So I'm not, even though it has 48 megapixel, I'm not a big fan of the selfie camera. This camera does an incredible job. It does a good job zooming in. You get a great picture. But yeah, I mean, it's overall, it is a good phone. I actually was gonna switch to this phone. But no, I mean, what else did I really like about this? There's a couple things I'll talk about, where we start looking at this versus the iPhone, and there's some great things like the spam blocker, the call blocker. So spam, you can do it for text, you can do it for a call. If a call comes in, you can screen calls, which I think is really cool. I love the audio emojis when you're on a call. Don't ask me why. Maybe that's just the kid inside of me that just thinks it's so hilarious. People I'm on the phone with don't always think it's hilarious, but I do. Really good. Where this phone, when you start comparing like this and iPhone, it's so funny. Like you have a message, you can do a one-time password, so OTP. So if you go into your settings, search OTP, that's one-time password. Delete is what that is. So it's a one-time password. So when you go to your bank and they have to text you a code, it does it. The problem with that iPhone is hilarious. It doesn't really work in email, and then it will only delete it after 24 hours of use. And I don't understand why. It's like if you text me code and I use it and I confirmed it, why you gotta wait 24 hours to delete it? At the end of the day, it's a useless tool because I delete the text before 24 hours. Now on the iPhone, if you have one-time password and you turn it on where it automatically delete it, as soon as you use it, it will delete it out of your text, which I find that really cool. So when you start looking at Android and iPhone, there's some great benefits that this phone has that iPhone don't, as there's some awesome benefits that iPhone has that this one doesn't. And like I said, that one-time password to me makes it, the photo apps, I've talked about this before, the photo apps are better, even though I do not really care for the new photo apps and how the iPhone changed them. There's some features in there, the way they organize it, they just did a drastic overhaul. I don't really agree with why they did that. But again, it's a one voice out of me versus that. The music app on here, if you use YouTube, is the worst in history I've ever used. And I have another video showing where I actually have music on my phone. I play it. It takes 30 seconds for it to actually start coming on. So, but at the end of the day, I was gonna switch to this phone. This was gonna be my primary phone. I was gonna use this phone, but this screen has been causing me serious headaches. And so where I've been getting these headaches and feeling a lot of eye strain, I have played with the settings, I have changed it, and I don't know, I mean, this phone's a lot brighter, but even when I put it at half, I still get them. And so for me, this phone is not usable. I carried it for 2 weeks straight. I had headaches every single day. Finally, I was on a plane. I used this phone for 4 hours straight. Got such a headache that it was killing me so bad that I went to the Apple store, bought me another iPhone while I was on this trip, moved to it, took 2 Advils that day, and here we are, I guess 4 days later, and I used the iPhone on the way back, over 4 hours on the plane also. Not one headache have I received. So my usage, the only thing that's changing it is going from Google to iPhone. Nothing else throughout my day has really changed. So for me, I cannot use this phone. So if you are, and I've had LASIK and I have PTK eye correcting on my eyes. I don't know if that's something that has done with me. I know that when you look at the PNW balances on the Google, they have usually lower ratings. I'm not sure if that affects me on this phone more, or my eyes more sensitive. But if you do have sensitivity, I just want to warn you. Like I said, this phone I was gonna go to, I actually moved everything else, started eliminating Apple completely out of my house because I was sold. But after multiple weeks of eye strain and headaches, that's what killed it for me. So this makes this phone unusable. And I just want to get the word out there, because if you're experiencing that after switching, you may want to look at switching back to something else, whether it's another Android or an iPhone. But yeah, so that's my review. Like I said, there's a lot of features I love about the phone. I really wanted Google to win, but based off the screen, that was a killer for me. So thanks for watching. Please click subscribe before this video ends. Hey, you know, if it ends, still click subscribe. On that, have a great day, and thank you.